Welcome back, 2019 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships of Matty Marshall with Chris Lasoya, and we are in the semifinals in the 5-man competition. This is the AA division, and in our first, it's going to be a split deck set here in the semifinals. Texas State is going to be taking on the Milwaukee Panthers, and Chris, these teams fought hard to get here as the Wisconsin-Milwaukee Panthers Black took down the Tampa Spartans in order to get into this match here, and then also they defeated the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. That was their road to this semifinal game, whereas Texas State did get the bye into the quarterfinals. They took down West Point.
Yeah, you know, West Point was hard fought, but I think right now University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is playing really good. I was impressed with them, but, you know, Texas State, nobody to take lightly either.
About to jump into this first point here. In the semifinals, it is a race of two, best 2 or 3, however you want to call it. 5-minute game time here in these points. And on the breakout, University of Wisconsin is on your right-hand side in the yellow and black, but a big break for Texas State University as they shoot a body and take the 50-yard line here towards the snake side, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. That 50 move is clutch right there. Plus, they shot a body on the break. They're in good field position, but everybody's still in the back. Doubled up that back center bucket for Texas State. Not the best thing to do this late in the game. I mean, get in and get out.
They still are doubling up that spot. They did get the kills, so the heavy guns up plan worked out for them, and there's just 4 bodies alive right now for the University of Wisconsin. And Texas State is going to send a body towards the D side, but they lose that player trying to get into D1. They get that the extra body out of that back center. He's asking for a check, though. Or actually talking to his player in front of him. The referee is going to come in and check out the player, Chris, in the 50.
And Texas State losing their player on the far Dorito side, so nobody over there for Texas State right now, Matt.
Yeah, the D side is open pretty much for both teams. There is a body over there for the University of Wisconsin, but he's at the Aztec. He's the farthest player over for either squad.
Yeah, he's going to try and dip in there real quick, though. But number 5, I think that's Ramirez.
So there still is 4 bodies alive here for Texas State University, and they try to spread the field and get out to that back corner bunker on the Dorito side of the field. They still have Ramirez in the dominant position here, 50-yard line, and he's shooting towards that D side, trying to keep the University of Wisconsin from pushing up on that Dorito side.
Yeah, they definitely left the Aztec, Matt. They got in the Dorito. He blew the shot, but it's a hard shot. You see him just as he's going in. But in the meantime, Texas State has taken the Dorito side corner, and here he comes down the Doritos, Matt, to Dorito 2.
Yeah, makes it into Dorito 2 clean, so still 4 alive here for Texas State. And it looks like 5 bodies alive? 4 bodies alive for University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, but look for Texas State to get in the snake here real soon. Nobody's really stopping him at this point. And it's going to be really hard to catch him slipping in there. Oh, but Texas State loses their Dorito 2 guy, Matt. So they're down to 3 players all on this side of the field.
Should be a 3-on-4 situation here.
It is, 3-on-4 situation. University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee has the Dorito 2. They have the center 40, back center, and this tower looking for the snake move.
It looks like he wants to wrap around and try to make that move up the field here for the University of Wisconsin. The Panthers kind of, let's say, stuck in the pocket. They do have a little progression outside, and here comes the move up in the center for the Panthers, and a move up in the Dorito, so still 4 players alive for them.
Now Ramirez missed that shot too, Matty. That's a shot you kind of have to just shoot, you know, and hope he goes.
If you make that, if you take the risk and you send that body up there, you better hope he makes his shots, because we've seen a ton of bodies get shot from the Dorito side shooting into that 50 brick.
Yeah, and in the meantime, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee took the snake corner, which is going to make it extremely difficult for them to make things happen. And here comes the move down the middle, Matt. But he gets stitched up.
Takes a risk here. He thought that the player must have got some miscommunication. That the player was at the 40-yard line and not the mini wall. Now the University of Wisconsin is going to take full advantage of that. Here come the Panthers attacking the center of the field, trying to pinch out these last players for Texas State. They're now past the 50, wrapping around, trying to get a shot on the stand-up. And it looks like, did he just get shot out of there?
He did.
It's a rough death there. Little overextension for number 31 in the center. That's Vail.
Well, now it's 2-on-3, Matt. We've seen some 2-on-4 situations, and the good move from the tower. Look at him going all the way to the outside, Matt. That was a good move. Spreading the field. Now all you do is cross it up.
Oh,
got shot.
So this should be point that the Panthers put up here on the board, as there's just 1 player left alive, and he's at the cannon. That is a real tough spot. So he's going to try to reposition to attack.
Oh, look at that shot.
And he gets a shot in on him. Now it's a 2-on-1 situation. And now he's going to come across to try to make that player lose him.
Look at that match.
Oh, and he caught him there. But did he get the shot?
Yes,
he did.
he did.
So it was a 3-on-1. Now it's a 1-on-1. Can this last player here for Texas State University. Pull off a 1-on-3. You do not have many points to work with here in the 5-man. There's only a minute left to go.
He doesn't know where he is, Matt. He doesn't know he's in the corner.
I don't think he actually knows the full count, because if he knew it was a 1-on-1, he would be backed up off that spot a little bit. You don't want to be super close to the bunker. It's harder to get right-handed or left-handed in the transitions when you're up against that spot playing like there's a lot of bodies and a lot of areas they're dealing with. You just deal with the 1-on-1 here. He's scanning the field. Now 40 seconds left to go. His opponent just caught him though, and able to get that shot in on him. He better go and run that flag in. He has enough time.
He has enough time.
He does have enough time, but I don't know if he knows how much time there's left. And I don't know if he knows the count. He's jumping up and down like there's still bodies out there. He's going to go gunned up, and he's running towards it like this is X-ball and that there's a buzzer. Well, actually, I think you actually just have to
you just have to go touch this.
Yeah.
You just got to go touch it. They took his gun for some reason also, Matt. One of the Texas State University's gun is being taken right now, which is never a good sign.
He was that last player left alive.
That is correct.
Point approved. Game finished.
Well, he almost pulled off that 3-on-1, so
I think he's just going to
I'm going to give him some credit. The referee is going to chrono his gun. He's actually ripping it. I'm trying to see what
sounds
it
pretty
is
fast.
on balls per second.
So that's...
Yeah, well, we're trying to listen in here. He's talking to him like it's not, yeah, he's giving him a reading.
What he's trying to do is, see, we also test the feet per second. We also test the balls per second, Matt.
30 seconds.
Yeah, you got to be able to shoot it fast enough.
So we'll get a call on that here in a second. But meanwhile, the Ohio State University
20 seconds.
team against University of Akron Zips.
Well, we'll let you guys know if we find out what the penalty was, if there is a penalty on the gun right there. But it's not going to change the score because it was it was the last Texas State player, and they grabbed his gun.
Akron Zips on your right. The Ohio State University Bulldogs on your left.
On the breakout now, as it looks like the Zips get into snake one off the break, but so does Ohio State University. They also take the 50 and getting into the brick, looking towards that D side. So a better breakout right now for the Bobcats.
And also, Bobcats getting that back snake corner, which is crucial when you have your guy in the snake, Matt.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have that back player behind you if you're in the snake one or just in the snake position, period.
But 5-on-5 game right now, Matt. Everybody got to their spots. Player asking for a check in the center 50 for Ohio, but losing their back corner player, Matt.
Might be losing the brick too as he is getting checked out, but it looks like he's good to go. So it's a 4-on-5 situation in favor of the Akron Zips. Another body coming off for Ohio State University. Bobcats down to 3 players.
And they're not in the best positions right now to defend. I mean, those guys are not hard to get. So, and looking good right now is Akron Zips for this first point of the game.
Ooh, did he check that lane? A player moving up forward for the Zips, but able to get through that lane.
Huey walking right through that lane, almost getting caught. Oh, but look at the shot down the wire, Matt.
They lose Van Camp, so number 44 coming off here for the Zips. Getting shot down the wire. This player from Ohio State University has this side to himself now. There's no one in that back corner bunker. He does have to worry about that temple. And that player's pretty tall in there, so he's going to be able to have that drop angle shot in here on the snake.
Yeah, that guy is pretty tall, Matt. He's about your size, probably. And that angle makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, with the way that snake beam is, and the player knows that, though, so he's going to pause here at snake 2. He does still have his teammate right beside him.
Going down the snake side, getting in there clean. Dorito 1 is the Akron Zips, making little bumps, which is the way to go. Huey for Akron Zips up in the middle, looking for that shot on the 50.
Some better field position here for Ohio State University as they have snake 1. Oh, and they get the shot in on Huey, so not looking good for the Zips here. Down to 3 bodies.
Oh,
here comes the push, though, into the snake, and that's going to even things up here a little bit as the player for the Zips making the move into D3 gets that cross-field shot on the brick at the 50-yard line, and now Akron Zips is going to come out wide and get the shot on the snake. So some lost gunfights and some missed angles here from the Ohio State University, not able to contain the Zips. And they know where that last player is here, Chris, as you can hear him call that D2. So this player in the snake is going to hit the deck. He's got to keep his tail low. He's got to go low. He almost
caught one. Yep.
And This is Berger over here. I actually talked to Berger, and he told me, he's like, Maddie, I promise you, I'm going to play the snake the way the snake is supposed to be played. He did keep his back up a little bit too much, but look at this. He moves all the way up. The player in the D2 knew he was there, and what does that allow? His teammate to come and bunker him out.
Absolutely, and because, I mean, you're scared about Berger for sure.
Berger, nice job. You called it. You said you're going to play it the right way, and you did.
He did. I mean, he was a little high there.
Well, yeah, I'll give you a B+, because you did go a little high in there, and you got to crawl a little bit lower than that. Still, though, they saved that point, and Berger was the one that got the shot here on Snake 2 before he went in there. So.
Yep, that was a great fill outside. Caught him sleeping. So point goes to Akron.
This is the semifinals here in the 5-man AA division here at the College Paintball Championships. Now, the Panthers from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee, they are 1 point away from punching their ticket into the finals.
Looking good right now, Matt, for sure. You know, unfortunately, Texas State did not look so good that last point. But it looks like they're starting with 5, Matt, from what I can see.
Yeah, we had an issue potentially with the gun. I'm a little blocked out from all of the box, so I see 4 over there right now.
There might even be 4.
Well, we're going to find out here on the breakout.
Hey, what happened with that gun? He was shooting 10-7, so he gets a penalty strike. He should still come back down 5 alive.
So he was shooting 10-7. Chris, thank you for asking the referee for that. Slightly over the allowance of balls per second.
But they will start with 5, Matt. Here we go, on the break. Must-win situation.
So the Bobcats now on your right, and they're going to go all the way to the 40-yard line, lay down wedge here off the break, and they do lose a body, though, on that D side. University of Wisconsin just 1 point away from heading to the finals, and with that kill off the break, it's now a 5-on-4 situation. Referee running in to check out that player in the center. We might have a penalty as the players or the referees converge on that player, and this is a terrible break. The 3 bodies are walking off right now for Texas State. University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, there's 2 players that they need to shoot out before they get to the finals. They have 5 bodies to do it, to see if they can execute this close.
And nobody even saw him go in there, Matt. Oh, now they know he's there.
They made a move here into Snake 1, and now making moves up on the D side, getting into D4, and going to cruise out behind the Snake into the back bunker. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. These are 5-minute long points. But Milwaukee making quick work of those first 3 kills.
Great communication by these 2 in the Snake over here.
Let's see, he can continue to crawl down. He doesn't need to stop there because the tower is not looking at him. There's nobody stopping this guy from crawling onto their side of the field, but might have got that kill there.
It's close.
You know where the angle's going to be better? Farther up.
Oh, on his foot. There he
Doesn't
goes.
need to do it though, as he's able to get that pinch. Now just worried about, and I heard that they yelled kill 4, so they definitely know the count.
And they have 5 bodies alive right now, Matt. Very convincing at this point. And he's hitting the loader. Well, I think that's rub, actually.
That's going to do it. So the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee Panthers black, clearing the field out here.
Convincingly.
Even though they had called kill 4. They knew the count, but just being safe, because there's a lot at stake.
Nice fill out here by Vail, number 31.
Yeah.
Saw that. Way to go, boys, though. That was a very convincing win. They're from my neck of the woods in the Iowa area, Wisconsin, Milwaukee area.
So they are going to be heading into the final match.
Point approved. Game finished.
That is going to...
This kid
Set
number
it up.
13 is pretty good here.
Yeah, he is pretty good. Well, I mean, there's some good players on this team, obviously, as they're making their way into the finals here for the 5-man.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Texas State University played really well, so hats off to you guys as well. You know, come back. You'll do it again. But next up, Ohio State University Bulldogs taking on Akron Zips, who are ahead of the game right now.
Yeah, Bobcats, Ohio State. They need to get something going here. Down to 1-0 to the Akron Zips. Zips are now going to switch sides. Huey, Van Camp, Bailey, Davis
20 seconds.
heading out here for Akron.
Ohio State has to do something right here, Maddie. They got to get this point. They're a must-win situation. I want to see what they do up the middle. You know, I think they'll probably go up the middle. They'll probably go to the snake again because they kind of have to.
Well, Van Camp's been doing a good job of getting into the snake. It's been a little hit or miss in there, but definitely hit enough times to help his team out here. And on the break now, doubling up Akron Zips, going heavy guns, but so does Ohio State Bulldogs as The Bulldogs again on your right, now going to try to get out from doubling up that spot, and it looks like they keep 5 bodies alive, and here comes the big push up the center of the field, getting to the 40-yard line, lay down wedge. 5 bodies alive also for the Zips, though.
I think Ohio got a little bit of a bad start there, Matty.
So both teams have a player here at the lay down wedge. If they got a bad start, it didn't really cost them anything because they didn't lose any bodies and they have decent position. They're out wide, snake side, they're up the field in the center. A little forward or outward progression on the D side, but pretty much mirrored up, Chris.
Yeah, and making a move outside the Dorito side first. Dorito 1 are the Akron Zips. I like how they're taking bunker to bunker moves. They're not taking too many big bites. Because it seems like those big bites, like the cannonball run you're talking about.
And the corner is going to die on the Dorito side of the field. That's the first kill, so now 4 on 5. Akron Zips now with the 1-point lead and a 1-body advantage.
They make this corner out here, though. Ohio State, they lose another player on the far side of the field, Matt.
So this is the Zips game to win right now. They have a 2-body, high-body situation, 5 on 3. As player for Ohio State University going to make it up to the 50-yard line. The player that's at the wedge here should just come bunker this guy out.
No, absolutely. I mean, that'll put the ice in the cake. The game will be over.
I think he knows he's there now.
Oh, and that was a crossfield shot from Dorito 1, Matt. That was a good shot. That was that blunt shot you're talking about.
Didn't even really need to, no one needed to go bunker him out. Just shoot him out of his spot. So now, as Huey's going to come up here, he's checking off on the D side. There's no one alive over there, so the Akron Zips have the count off a little bit. They're talking it up, though, so that's good. They are trying to figure out where these last couple bodies are, and they are at the center can, and a player, and that's just going to do it here. Huey might have just got caught, though. Got to be careful not to get a penalty. It's not going to matter. Are you serious? A major penalty, huh? Guys, that is absolutely ridiculous. So Akron gets a major penalty here. Now they have a ton of bodies left alive, but Huey, I think that was Huey or Berber.
It was Huey.
Or Berger. Guys, you literally have shot everyone. You have 5 players alive. You're about to win the game and send yourselves to the finals, and you get a major penalty. It's just experience. But they have enough bodies.
They have 2 bodies.
They have enough bodies.
They had 5 alive when that happened. I mean, he shouldn't have done that, though. Bailey's still alive in the back.
These guys aren't going to finish it out.
Well, I think that they called the point, so I think the point's over.
Well, even with the major, I don't know how you could possibly give the point to Ohio State University. There's literally 5 players alive still.
Yes, correct.
So yeah, I mean, Akron should just go in and hit the start station, man.
No, they actually I
heard they called the game, but if I was out there, I would be arguing my case right now. There's a lot on the line here.
Right.
You just dominated Ohio State University. So the point does go to Akron. It looks like. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So it is a good point for Akron. So that is going to do it, and it looks like we are going to reset here for the finals, and it's going to be University of Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers Black, and they're going to be taking on the Akron Zips. Thank you guys for joining us here. A couple more games to go, and they're the most important ones, the finals. Here on Center Stage, 2019 NCPA Championships. We'll be back. Here we go. The finals about to go down. 2019 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships of Matty Marshall with Chris Lasoya. We also are going to have the 3rd and 4th place game in this split deck here in the 5-man AA competition. We're still waiting on the Drexel Central Florida Knights Class A championship game. Here we go. Ohio State University and Texas State University. The Bobcats right now here on the breakout, and it looks like they are the first to drop a body, and it's going to be from the snake side. So
yeah.
4 players alive for the Texas State University Bobcats. And it looks like another body's coming off and a minor penalty, so that should make this point go pretty quick here for Ohio State University, as they have not dropped anyone yet, Chris.
No, not yet, but I'm not sure if they saw what's going on. But they are, it's 5-on-3, or 5-on-2 right now, and they're not in the best positions to be defending, so let's see what happens when they realize what's going on.
Yeah, there's still obviously 2 bodies alive here for the Bobcats, but there goes Ruda into the snake.
Yeah, Ruda is going in the snake. He's going to come down, and he's just going to obliterate this bunker. He has nobody stopping him at all, Matt. So they're probably going to come up the middle as well. Oh, look, he gets a shot in the tower behind him, Matt. Fantastic right there by Texas State, coming down and shooting 1 player. So 4-on-2 right now, Maddie, in favor of Ohio State.
Yeah, and Ohio State with 5-on-2, just squandering that body. They need to communicate and figure out where these last 2 players are. You have a player at the wedge in the center of the field and the back center cake, and that cake is real small. It's not the best gunfighting position when you're getting pinched out.
Oh, he's in a bad spot
he
right
just
now.
got caught there from the D side on the head check over trying to get a look at Ruda. Then Ruda's just going to come in, and he just ran into a gun.
Did he
just
not?
Terrible communication right now.
Did he miss that guy?
Yeah, I think he did.
Uh-oh.
So now still 2 players alive, but they just do not know where this body is. Now he does. Finally picks him up. Ramirez, though, head on a swivel. He already killed Ruda.
But hey, that's a perfect move right there.
Yeah, there's actually 3 players still left alive, and he's just going to fully commit.
Did he get shot?
Get in there? Ramirez might have pulled this one out. The referees are going to have to sort this one out.
What did he say? Dude, if he made that.
What a gutsy run. We'll see, waiting for the thumbs up call from the referee. And it looks like the point is good.
Wow.
Wow.
Ramirez coming in hot. Saving the day for Texas State.
What just happened? That was a 5-on-2, and then it came down to a 4-on-1. And Ramirez cuts the gap in the center, catching University of Ohio.
Wow.
Ohio State University just sleeping right there. And that is why when you are in a high body situation, you got to train this. You have to have constant communication. You need to know where your opponents are, and everyone has to watch zones.
Wow.
I can't believe that just happened. That's the craziest play we've seen out here this weekend.
Wow. That's all I can say.
Why'd you call me over? Why'd you call me over?
Wow.
Why'd you call me over?
Man, so much hostility.
10 seconds.
So now jumping into the 1st and 2nd place game here with the University of Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers Black, and they are taking on the Akron Zips.
Who are playing pretty well.
Yeah, they're playing great on both these teams. On the right-hand side, it looks like the Zips are going to be the first to lose a body.
But 5-on-4, sorry. Wisconsin, Milwaukee University looking really good, though. This is a pretty good matchup right here, actually. It's only going to get better. So still making the snake corner in the break, containing the guys inside for University of Wisconsin Milwaukee is the Akron Zips. They get onto the snake corner pretty well.
So here comes the move now into D1 as Wisconsin trying to spread things out here. Wisconsin Milwaukee. The Panthers still with 5 bodies, but no one on the snake side of the field. They might want to think about trying to get out here. They are looking into guns if they do decide to do that.
You know, Huey's been playing that middle really well, but he makes some terrible decisions towards the end of the game.
Yeah,
He reminds me of Danny Tiljack.
He has the play style of a Danny Tiljack.
Yes. Just not the finishing qualities.
Well, Danny Tiljack, he obviously played for a long time.
Yeah, he did. But I can see Huey playing, you know, getting in the game sooner or later.
Huey's had a real good weekend so
He
far.
has, 100%.
Here for the Zips. Zips with 4 bodies alive, but no one on that D side.
Taking their time, getting up in the center. Wisconsin, Milwaukee University. And making that snake corner, Matt, for Akron.
Yeah, the Zips
Akron.
able to get
Zips
out
getting
wide.
outside.
On the D side of the field, back corner bunker.
I think the Akron Zips are looking to try and get in the snake here, Matt. There's the move. And he makes it, Matty.
Van Camp makes it in there clean.
He's pretty good about taking that inside route and getting backed up. And they're filling the snake corner right there for Milwaukee as well.
I think that's Berger trying to get out also behind Van Camp for the Zips.
Great fills on both teams' parts.
Yeah, they are down a body right now, but holding strong with the 4 bodies they have on the field.
Yeah, they are. I don't like him laying his loader out like that though, Matty, in the snake. Like that thing was way out there.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here down the sideline.
Yeah,
got to
see?
tuck in there, and he's just a little exposed.
And his barrel's even hanging out.
He has a back player too, and that back player needs to get on this lane, but the back player here for Milwaukee is doing a good job of controlling that lane. Van Camp's going to check off inside, safer spot there.
And it's kind of a slowed down point. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this point, and here goes Van Camp. He's hanging out with his gun, Matt. He's got to commit.
And he is moving up now into Snake 2.
Yep, he's got to be careful. You know, but they're in Dorito 3 for Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Van Camp backing up off that spot. Time ticking off the clock, minute and 48 seconds to go here in this point. We are in the 5-man, so this is the final match. These teams fighting to win this 5-man championship here in the college paintball. Van Camp biding his time in Snake 1.
Time grinded down, Matt. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. The Panthers up 1 body. Equal field position, in my opinion. I mean, Panthers might have a little better, except D3,
Yeah,
the center.
Obviously, the Milwaukee's in better position on the D side in D3, but the Akron Zips are in better position here on the Snake side in Snake 2. Can Akron get a shot on somebody here, even this up, and start launching an attack? And Camp ripping that lane in here now. Big move, jumps over and one hand. Gets the shot directly on the top of Van Camp's head. And that was a beautiful move here from Vale. We've seen him have a couple good ones. It looks like Berger dies behind him. Huey trying to do damage control with a tactical retreat.
Oh,
and
nice shot.
Get the drop on him, but actually trades out. So that aggressive move here on the Snake side by Vale was the difference maker. And the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is going to put their first point on the board. They only need 1 more of those points in order to win the 5-man championship here.
Well played there by Milwaukee Panthers. That was, man, everybody held in pretty good, but that break open spot over here when he jumped over the snake and took out Van Camp, that was the move. Because they lost some back in the process.
Yes, Berger died protecting Van Camp, and that was just a beautiful move. They had an extra body to waste. We're coming up on time to go if you're trying to break things open. I really like that they were not going to fight for any sort of stalemate here. A player saw the move. He realized that no one was really protecting Van Camp, and Berger was down the wire. And he made the big jump over, one-handed him. Sacrificed his body, totally fine, because Berger died protecting Van Camp, and that was the difference. But nice close cross field. It wasn't just that move. They utilized that chaos and moved up on the D side, and Huey had to do the tactical retreat. It didn't work out for him.
Absolutely not. So Ohio State need this point after that crazy point win by Texas State. Here we go.
Oh,
on the break.
University here on the break, and did he get shot? I think that one.
I don't think it broke. I don't think it broke.
See anything there? Russ gonna get a closer look. So.
Nope.
Yeah, he's good to go.
He's like, really? But losing 1 player, Texas State, Matty.
So Texas State was on their heels in the last one. It took a valiant move from Ramirez to save the point. And now they're playing on their heels a little bit again with another big breakout here from Ohio State University.
Oh, another player going down the Dorito side, Matt. And another one, that's 3 down. So 2 only players alive for Texas State.
But here comes Ramirez. Ramirez just refusing to say die. This time he's not going to make it all the way through. He does get the first guy, though, but that guy's an aggressive missile.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like his style.
He's certainly making it fun to watch.
Yeah,
that's for
absolutely.
sure.
But just imagine if that one guy was not looking this way. Or I say corner guy too. I guess the corner guy stitched him up.
Yeah.
But hey, good playing right now.
Then-
There's only one player left. I don't think there's anybody alive actually, Matty.
I don't hear any guns on
No.
the Texas State side, and
I think
Ohio's
that's
just taking extra precautions here as they try to close this out.
as they should after the last point.
Yeah, you're not lying. They went to sleep on Ramirez, and Ramirez made him pay for it. But
That was unbelievable.
not this time, even though Ramirez did make it interesting.
That's the real sports move of the day. That was pretty rad actually.
So it is now tied at 1 in this 3rd and 4th place match.
Point approved. No points. Game finished.
So, point going to Ohio State to stay in this match for 3rd and 4th place, as Maddie said. Texas State University 1-1. We will see where this is going to go.
Yeah, so we'll see with Milwaukee with 1 point on the board already, 1 point away from victory here in this 5-man competition. Waiting for those teams to come out. It looks like they're going to blow the bunkers up. And yeah, Chris, it looks like we do have a little bit of a break here, and hoping that the rain stays away as we had about...
It's been going back and forth.
Well, it's 50% chance now here at 2 o'clock, which is, we are rapidly approaching 2 o'clock.
Well, I looked at the Weather Channel. I ran the diagnostic from my
Oh, you went
cellular.
deep dive into it?
I went deep diving into it from my cellular device, and I did the whole. So it's around us, but it's looking like it's gonna get right over us. I think we'll be at the airport by then. So let me see here. It's one more time. Let me look at this. It's 1:45. Yeah, right about 2:30, man. Not looking good for us, bud. Might want to go move the car now.
I already did. I
Did
already
you?
did.
Did you really? Where's it at?
Hey, it's over there on the high ground.
It is over there. Oh my God.
It's on the high ground facing towards the road.
That is
As
so
anyone's
funny.
been stuck in the mud
That is so
knows how that
funny.
works.
Right on. Nice forward thought.
on my first rodeo.
No kidding. But it is looking like we're going to get it. So we're going to try and get through these games as quick as possible.
He's doing this a lot, like.
But you know what? I'll sit here and wait for it. I mean, the good thing about this place, you can see it coming.
Yes, you can. Well,
Not behind us.
yeah, it's paintball, so if
Yeah.
it hasn't rained yet this weekend, you know it's going to rain at some point. We're in Florida.
Heard that.
Paintball gods
So-
love to torture us with the rain.
So
Also,
anyway,
yeah, and I need to hurry up this little break here because every moment we squander is a moment of good weather that we're wasting. But did you need to blow the bunkers up?
yeah, that one for sure. Because that does make a difference. Because that bunker right there is on a downward slope as well. So that bunker being down a little lower and that downward slope is not, very good for the snake guy coming around, especially from that side of the field. So,
Yeah.
but I got to say, I've had a good time out here the weekend with the boys. We had a good dinner last night.
Oh, yeah.
If
great
you guys
dinner.
are ever in the Kissimmee or this area, what was that restaurant called again? Choma?
It was, I can't remember that. There's a little community over here. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
real nice.
it
kind of
was-
carved out of the middle of the swamp.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. So, I got to tell you,
That one doesn't look like it's holding the air. Didn't they already try to fill that one?
I don't know. I don't think they tried very hard though. So next up, Akron Zips, Wisconsin, Milwaukee Panthers.
Well, the teams are ready to go. Looks like the bunkers are aired up enough, and we're going to jump into this next point, hopefully here. Let's go.
20 seconds.
Here we go. Milwaukee can put their winning point on the board in this final match.
Just in about 10 seconds, we're going to see the fate of the Akron Zips, see if they can come out. Like I said, I think Milwaukee is playing a little better, but we'll see. Here we go.
Here we go. Milwaukee on your right. And on the breakout, the Akron Zips, they need this one. And they try to send Van Camp to the snake off the break, and he gets shot twice.
We got
maybe
shot.
3 times.
Yeah, she got blown up.
5 alive for University of Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers. This is the opportunity they were hoping to create with the heavy guns up off the break. They didn't go send anyone out wide, not risking those bodies. They They do have a player up at the 30-yard line wedge, and now here comes Berger going to try to fill out here on the snake side for the Zips, and he does make it clean.
And he shoots that tower, Matt.
Nice kill there for the Zips to even up the count. It's 4-on-4.
That's the Panthers' killer too. He's one of their killers. So they're coming up the center. Here we go with Wisconsin and Milwaukee, trying to make something happen. Look for them to dip out in the Doritos pretty soon. They have 2 guys out there now, Matt. Oh, in the snake.
Yeah, Berger.
Here comes Berger.
Got to be careful.
Oh,
though.
be
This
real
is the
careful.
transition. He really has to stay low. He's got to keep those feet down.
He's kicking his feet.
Yeah, he stayed real low that time, and he made it through. So there was a really good look at it. It's one of the first times we've actually seen a guy try to come through. He did not know that that player was all the way up there.
Oh, Jesus. That looks like it really hurts, man.
Minor penalty now on University of Wisconsin.
I'm not sure exactly what that call was.
Yeah, he pulled.
I think
Maybe for going out of bounds. Well, I saw the flag. A flag
no.
was thrown, but no one got pulled.
He said he was hitting the pack.
But but you saw the minor penalty go up, and I don't see any other bodies coming off.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
So a little chaos here, but no one on the snake side for either squad now, with Van Camp or Berger getting shot as he came up in his first engagement. There's still 2 players left alive here, right mirrored up with each other in the center of the field, both at the wedge. They're gunfighting.
And right now, Huey has the ball right now for the Zips. He's got to make something happen. Bailey's in the back. That guy's hard to get out. I mean, he's a big dude too, but he's really hard to get out. I don't think he knew he moved, Matt. He doesn't know he moved.
No, he doesn't. He's about to get a drop on him. A clean trade as Milwaukee being the
Nice
aggressor
catch.
on Huey.
Yeah, that was good move by Huey, but
So
now it's 2-on-2, spread the field.
That's going to elongate this point a little bit here as Milwaukee trying to spread the field. That's what needed to happen as the 2 players left alive for them are on that Dorito side. Akron Zips into a little bit more forward progression for them on the D side. They have a player in D2.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this point, which could be the last point for Akron Zips. Kind of slowed down a little bit. I think they're trying to figure out. They do have plenty of time though, Matt.
Yeah, they do.
But this is the point where people start running out of paint, especially like people like Bailey, who's been shooting the whole entire game.
Well, there's still a little paint on their backs, looks like, but they only have 2 minutes to get through. The issue is a stalemate is, well, I mean, it's, no matter what, Wisconsin has the advantage. They have one, it's a 1-0 score here. But we could see a stalemate.
Yeah, I could see a stalemate happening
Well,
here.
the Zips are engaging much more here, and then now they're going to push forward into D3. Almost got clipped, but able to make it in clean.
You know, I'm looking for Wisconsin to come out a little wider here. He's got to be careful, though, with that D3 there, no, Matt. Quieting down a little bit.
Yeah, things are definitely quieting down here.
You know, if you're Wisconsin, Milwaukee, one thing you don't want to do is give this point up.
Yeah.
And don't want to get a
one-
major.
No one's even shooting their guns for Wisconsin. Now and he gets taken out of the back center. It's a bad death. So now it's a 2-on-1. This is the chance for the Zips. Got to push forward here.
Here comes Big
Got
Bailey.
to be careful. Last player left alive.
It was a coaching penalty.
Coaching penalty.
Signaling.
Got it. That's why they pulled out the snake player coming outside.
And if you've been watching all week, you might be a little confused. We're in the 5-man right now. There's no coaching in the 5-man, only in the X-ball format, and so that was why. That's what happened. So the last player gets run
He was
down.
signaling on the back line.
Got it.
So signaling on the back line. Referee giving us that information. Just walking this in here.
There's Big Bailey taking the walk.
Base.
Good job by Akron to get that point, though.
Yeah, Akron looking really good in the closeout there, winning that gunfight to make it a 1-on-2 situation or 2-on-1 for him. So now it's going to be tied up here 1-1 in this final match to see who's going to win.
So that coaching penalty pretty much cost Milwaukee that point, 100% in my opinion. Well, not 100% because you're not sure exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
However, it didn't help.
No, I mean, it cost them a body.
Yeah,
and
a body that was in the snake.
And they lost the point. And yeah, the player had just made a big move into the snake. I mean, if that could have been a victory right there. Instead, now they're going to have to play another point. So now the Bobcats and Texas State coming back out to play their next point here. UCF Knights and Drexel, the Dragons, waiting in the wings here for their final game, which could be played in the rain. We will see.
20 seconds.
So 15 seconds to find out who's going to go home with third or fourth place, Matt. Texas State against the Ohio State University Bulldogs.
Here we go.
Leave it all on the field.
Is going to decide the third and fourth place finishes here, and a big bite for Ohio, going all the way into state one. Ruda off the break, but countering with that, Texas State sends a body to the 50, but Ohio State University has been doing this constantly. Oh, but it looks like Ramirez is going to get shot out this time, but Ruda comes off too. So it's a 4-on-4 situation.
Ohio State with the upper hand in that center 50 and the snake corner, Matt. Two good spots, plus Dorito corner and the Dorito Tech. Here he comes all the way down to Dorito 2, Matt, on the far side of the field for Ohio State.
Yeah. And now making a little slight move here into the stand-up can.
And here we go, Ohio State trying to get in the snake, Matt. Nobody's really stopping him from going.
Yeah, and now making a bite out to the back corner bunker, getting into that spot clean. Looks like they have a player in D2 as well. And back corner bunker here on the snake side. So 4 bodies alive for Ohio State University.
Oh, on his foot on the far side of the field. Great shot from the center, Matt. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's all yet.
That was a great shot.
Losing that body from the Dorito 1, and now just 3 players alive for them. 2 in the back spots in the center and 1 at the can here on the snake side. Fill out wide for Texas State, and looks like he makes it.
That was a good fill.
Alive.
That was a good fill right there. This guy's got to get in the snake, though. I'm sorry.
Time ticking off the clock here in this third and fourth place match. Still better field position for Ohio State University as they are at the brick in the center of the field, looking towards that D side. So rolling their guns here, the Texas State University Bobcats trying to stop the forward progression of Ohio State University, but they lose another body. Just 2 alive now. It's a 2-on-4 situation. The advantage to Ohio State University on the right-hand side of your screen. I don't think they know the count, though. They're still hunkered in their spots.
No, they know the count. They were calling
Are they?
G2 all day. Now they call G3 all day, so they definitely know the count for Ohio.
Playing in their bunkers like they're looking at a ton of bodies.
Yeah.
There goes a move.
There goes the back right corner now.
And
That's going to be trouble.
Kill. So now it's just, that might be Ramirez again, the hero from the last point.
No, Ramirez died on the break pretty much
I
from the
think there
center.
might be 2 big guys wearing a Ramirez. Oh, no, this is the other player. You're right. Ramirez did die, but they kind of have a similar playing style.
Oh, nice shot. Oh, but they trade out,
Trade
Matt.
out, and that is going to give the third place finish as soon as Ohio State University realizes that there's no one left alive. The back players and the D-side player, front player here now, making his way down the field, scanning the field, trying to make sure there's nobody out there.
Good job by Ohio State. Hats off, boys.
They're being really careful because of what happened.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, but you're 5 feet from the station. It's right there.
Yeah. So the victory, as soon as they're definitely taking their time. They may not know the rain is coming, and they don't want to see this last game played in the rain. Is making triple, quadruple, sextuple sure that they're clean before they go in and hit. There it is.
Base.
Good job. And I think
third place.
we might be having a technical.
So yeah, they're gonna take a technical timeout to blow up the field, I think. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back.
cut of mine.
And welcome back here, 2019 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. The rain is coming here and needed to blow some bunkers up, so took a quick timeout. Right now on the field, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, the Panthers, and they are taking on the Akron Zips. And both these teams have a point on the board. We're about to find out who is going to win this 5-man championship right now. On the breakout.
Both teams kind of conservative, all in the pockets, Matt, except for Akron coming out to the snake corner, which is a good move. You're going to trap all the guys inside.
Yeah,
so,
doubling up those guns again for Wisconsin, but no bodies come off here for Akron, and there's 5 bodies alive for both squads
and
as we start this final point.
And Huey getting up in that middle, Matt, he can shut down this side, so there's no way they can get to that 50 right now. Even if he tries it, he likes to go to that 50 for Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers.
Yeah, everyone on the Panthers are in that pocket though. I mean, there's barely anyone out wide at all. They're really hoping that they can shoot those bodies from Akron flooding out wide, and so far they have not been able to do that.
And making it out to the corner, nice move by the Panthers to get out here and catch up or mirror up with Akron in that other snake corner. He can also look inside a little bit, Matty, and try and get a shot on Huey and make it to the far side of the field as well, Matt, for the Panthers.
Yeah, they did now spread the field out nicely, so both teams have spread the field out, but more forward progression here for the Zips as moves into D2. Also a body in the lay down wall.
Huey's just waiting for that move. If he tries to go, the chances of that shot happening are pretty good.
Real close point here, as there's still 5 alive for these two teams. Both sides of the field. Similar field position, but more forward progression for the Zips. They have a body in D2 and a body up at the mini wall towards the center of the field.
So coming up, he's looking to go to that 50 for Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers. But checking out the snake corner for the Zips, he is clean. So it's still 5-on-5, Matt. Pretty evened up, but nobody on that snake, nobody in the Dorito corner, but Dorito 2 for the Akron Zips. Kind of, you don't hear them, the guns are not shooting like they were earlier.
Well, they know what's at stake, man. I mean, I know they're not putting as much pressure on. They're maybe a little timid to gunfight because this is the big point to see who's going to win the 5-man AA championship. The big game still to come here. Drexel Dragons taking on the Knights in Central Florida.
Everybody
still
kind
5-on-5, Chris.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Everybody taking their time.
I don't think we've seen a 5-on-5 battle this long out here this weekend.
We have not. We're done at 2 minutes 30. Half the game has gone, half the point has gone by, Matt. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Definitely more aggressive for the Zips, making a move into D3, and now a move out wide.
Bailey going outside to the corner. He's fast for a big dude.
Yeah, for a big man, got some wheels.
So, trying to get the upper hand on this snake side is Wisconsin Milwaukee. And I see the rain coming, Matt. I see it coming down.
Yeah, the rain is starting to come. Hopefully it doesn't get that bad for these guys out here and for all of our equipment.
Yeah.
And here comes the fill into the snake. It's Van Camp. Berger gets behind him. Akron Zips have definitely done a better job of getting in position. Wisconsin did start this points out with a much more timid break, but they've still kept 5 alive and they've spread the field.
Absolutely. Here comes Huey up the middle, Matt.
Yeah, making that move up in that middle of the field. Huey's been doing a solid job all weekend long.
And here comes Vanderkamp making that move to the next snake. If he comes up one more, nobody's even looking at him, Matt. He could shoot everybody in the back.
See if he makes that move.
I mean, literally. Oh, they switched now.
Van Camp here in the snake as the rain starts to fall.
Thank God you moved the car, bud.
Yeah. Well, I've already been stuck here once this year, so I'm going to have to have two of those.
Here comes
a big move with 40 seconds to go as the Zips are trying to win this one. There comes a body drop in. It's 4-on-4. Van Camp still in good position here in the snake, and now the pass to 50 with the Zips attacking on the D side. Berger cuts to the center. Berger past the 50-yard line.
20 seconds.
Berger's
What are you
going to fully
doing?
commit.
What
He
is
ends up
he?
getting shot out,
is
though,
he doing?
and I think we're probably going to see a stalemate here, Chris, as there's moves being made on the D side, but I don't think there's going to be enough time for them to get to that flag station. There goes one kill. There's still 3 players out there, though, and only 5 seconds, and we're going to have a stalemate.
Yes, we are.
Stalemate it is. So that was the 3rd point, and so I think there is no overtime, but
They go down to the speed of the wind.
And I
Whoever
think
won
that-
faster, and I think that would be Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And I think they knew that going in.
I think they did, and I think that that's why that they decided to just slow play it towards the end.
Hey, Ken, let me know who wins. Ken Bryson. Ken Bryson.
So waiting to get official word that it is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So, Maddie, we did just get word. The University of Wisconsin Milwaukee Panthers are going to take first place over University of Akron Zips.
So a big congratulations to them. And as they're going to go home 5-man champions here, but the big game that we've been waiting for here to see who's going to take the Class A X-Ball Championship here at the NCPA 2019 Championships. Drexel Dragons taking on Central Florida Knights. We'll be back in just a few. Stick with us.
We ain't fucking leaving. We ain't leaving. We got beer in our cooler. Woo! Woo! Yeah!
Good way to end the season, eh? That was a good one. That was a good game. To end your UWM career.
So much.
I think we won.
Pulls down that center.
We won. Right now. Give me a second.
We won. Time money, baby. That's awesome.
Dude, if they have 15 more seconds.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a tough, long match. Akron really gave it to us. They're a very, very solid team. We've been playing them throughout our MICTs, and then we just so happened to play them in prelims, and then we played them in finals again. And
It's funny, we have to come all the way to Florida to play a Midwest tournament. We play them at all of our MICT tournaments.
Yes, sir. Just want to thank all the boys for running this, all the people running this behind the scenes, like my man Matt Engels. This wouldn't go on without those guys. Wouldn't go
Hey,
on
ready
without
for
them.
this? David Barga, you're soft.
Let's get a pick.
Hey, this is a food survey to see how I feed our people. I gotta make sure I'm up to
1 minute.
Welcome back. The game that we have all been waiting for, the 2019 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. This is the final match. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Chris Lasoya. It's the Drexel Dragons, and they are taking on the University of Central Florida Knights. Chris, this should be an epic battle.
Absolutely. Drexel is playing fantastic. They're on the break game, shooting and everything is going really well. Worked really well against Liberty and shut down Liberty in that first match to make it here, to make it to the finals. However, University of Central Florida playing really, really aggressive. Good, smart paintball, though.
They completely demolished the Temple Owls, and the Drexel Dragons easily handled the Liberty Flames. Those two games, the Drexel Dragons, they beat the Liberty Flames 4-1, and the Central Florida Knights did not let Temple put up a point, and they put up 4 on them. So the two teams that blew out their semifinal rivals now here matching up in the finals as the rain has started to fall down here from the sky, and it's Central Florida, so I'm surprised we got this far without seeing some rain. Here we go. On the breakout, the Knights are on your right-hand side and the Dragons are on your left. And it looks like both teams are doubling up that back center bunker. Referee's checking out one of the players from the Central Florida Knights as the Knights start moving up in the center of the field to match the move that the Dragons had off the break. Now both teams have a body in the center. A little bit better field position here for the Knights as they're at the 40-yard line at that lay-down wedge there, Chris.
Absolutely. They're starting to make their way out. They like, the Knights, University of Central Florida, like getting out and just demolishing that Dorito side. They went 3 hot out there at one point and just murdered everybody on the other side of the field. However, they're kind of chilling out right now. They have the tower, pretty much standard breakout that you see mirrored up against Drexel. We'll have to see how this plays out, but Drexel does have this corner bunker in the snake side.
Yeah, so Drexel, still 5 players alive though, and they do have a body out wide on the snake side. That's been a pretty key position here on this layout. Looking forward to seeing this field played in Texas, the next NXL event in just a few weeks. So these teams here locking up in their gunfights, rolling their guns. A little bit battlefield position in the center for Central Florida. And Chris, with the way that we've seen this particular field layout playing here on Sunday, this could be a relatively low-scoring game.
Yeah, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a 3-2, you know, 4-3, 4-2 kind of game. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if there were 5-minute points, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 5-minute points would not surprise me either, as we're coming up on about a 2-minute point right now, minute 40, but no one's dead. Still 5 on 5.
Yes, absolutely. You know, they're playing conservative paintball.
Looks like the player in the tower might want to be making a move for Central Florida. Now he's just going to go down low and check off on that lane. Either of these teams wanting to drop a body as they're all tucked in their spots and rolling their guns and no one really looking like they want to make a move.
Absolutely. You know, and here comes a move up the middle. He likes that move. The good thing about this rain, it might have softened the ground up a little bit for better slides. I mean,
yeah, just get a little
bit
out there.
Yeah.
People, it's been a little sticky. And here comes a big move up the center from the Knights, and he's untouched so far. Still, no one's picked him up.
Oh,
they finally pick him up.
unbelievable. He got a 2-pack out of that.
He did get a 2-pack.
I was hoping he would stay at their spot, though.
Drexel pleading his case as Billy Bothwell and Marr got run down. So that was a beautiful move up the center here from the Central Florida Knights.
I don't know. What is he doing?
Yeah, I don't know what number 62 was doing here. He was trying to push up, and that was Bosky. Stephen Bosky kind of running to his death there. He might have got some miscommunication.
So now it's 3-on-3, Matt.
That squanders the advantage that the Knights had with the run-through.
I think the Knights still have the support down on that far side of the field, on the Dorito side of the field. They work really well together on that far side of the field. So Drexel, 3 players alive.
The referee checking out one of the players from the Knights as he made his move into D4, but it looks like he's clean. He's the only body on that side of the field, though.
No, there's 2 over there, Matt. There's one in the corner.
Back corner bunker.
And they work really well together over there, Matt.
Well, he's wrapping all the way around. So the way that D side is set up, if you're at that insert Aztec over there, you're in set. So once they get out on you wide, you always talk about outside contain and wanting to get out wide on your opponents. It's going to be easier to gunfight. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get shot, but... And the attack is now coming from Central Florida over here on the D side of the field.
There's an awful lot of yellow on his tank.
Daughtry won this tournament here with UCF. Now returning as an alumni coach. He's right beside his snake player here for the Knights.
And it's going to get in the back of the head. Did he get him?
Yeah, body walking off here for the Knights. So now that's only two players alive, but I don't see any bodies walking off. Yeah. Oh no, the body walking off from the back center here for the Dragons.
Yeah, he got the shot from the snake over here, Matt. He just clipped him. Just clipped him. But they still have presence over there in the Doritos. Dorito 4. So it's 2-on-2, Matt.
Yeah, it is a 2-on-2 situation and a really long point so far. It's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Players a snake here for the Knights.
Oh, Matt, he gets shot.
They are going to be losing their attacker on the D side. So now it's just the body in the snake here. It's Justin Bedford. He's got Daughtry coaching him right beside him. See if Bedford was one of the two players left alive in the UFC Knights.
And he's out of paint too,
UCF Knights. He is out of paint, but he pulled off a two-hand.
On his
He's
foot.
going to get shot in the foot. So the first point is going to go to Drexel. Nice shot by Kevin Leong to finish things off.
Man, I thought that UCF had that point, man.
So Jake Asuncion and Kevin Leong combined as the two players left alive for Drexel. And the first point on the board was a long one here, so it's still ticking off. 4:35 left in this first half. Actually, 4:33. That's a good point for Drexel.
That was a good point. That was over a 5-minute point, like we talked about, Matt.
Yeah, we did talk about how on Sunday, if you're not a stranger to tournament paintball, you know that the points slow down on Sunday because of what's at stake, and that's definitely what we're seeing here in this final matchup. But definitely a bend don't break moment for Drexel as the big move coming through the center from University of Central Florida. But it did work. Two bodies came off, but then you saw, I think that was Stephen Bosky run into his death there. Might have got a little bit of miscommunication because as soon as he came through and got shot, he immediately looked back at his, the hits and coaching staff and kind of shrugged his hands up like, hey, why did you tell me that guy was there? So maybe he misheard something, or maybe they told him some incorrect information, but it did cost him that body. That squandered the advantage that they had on the body count, because at that point it was 4-on-3. That turned it into a 3-on-3, and then Drexel, who's been playing a little bit more conservative and a little bit more gunfight heavy than some of their opponents, but that's been working for them. The aggression is there when they need it, but they've been doing a great job of getting in those moments when it's tied up on the body count and winning those gunfights.
No, absolutely, and I think this is going to be a teeter-totter game.
Back and forth.
Seesaw, back and forth.
Blow for blow.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so, just for entertainment's sake.
Oh, I do. But I think the points are gonna be low. I was looking at his tank. You see that sticker on his tank? I thought that was a huge hit when he was running up. It's actually an orange. It's his certification sticker. I was like, that's awful bright.
It's just a beacon, Bedford. It's a beacon for the refs.
Yes, and I don't wear anything that looks like any paint on me because the last thing I need is a ref around me.
20 seconds.
But hey, good point by Drexel. They kept their composure. They shot their lanes. Them coming up with the snake, shooting left throw out of the back center. That was a good shot. That the run through was amazing. They should have capitalized on that though when it happened.
Jumping into this next point here, as these teams will be on the same side. This is X-Ball format, so for the whole first half, you're going to have the Knights on the right and the Dragons on your left. And now here into this next one, a body dropping from that D side of the field off the break. The Central Florida Knights are down to 4.
They also bounced the other guy going out there, so somebody's shooting that really good lane going out to that Dorito side of the field, Matt. So 4-on-5.
Yeah, 4-on-5, and again, not much ground taken forward from these two teams. Drexel again, though, sending a body to the 30-yard line wedge, which is a relatively safe run. The Knights moving from the Aztec into the Dorito 1, but they do lose one of their back players in the center. So now just looks like 3 bodies alive for them.
5-on-3, Matt.
Yeah, 5-on-3 situation.
Drexel all in their same original spots, haven't moved since. But now that they have 2 Gs, they're going to make the same moves. They're doing the same exact play every single time.
If it's working,
yes,
keep rolling with it.
100%.
Knights try to fill a body out here on the snake side of the back corner bunker, and he has to dive in there, but he makes it in clean.
Yeah, that was a good fill. He needed to get out here. So 5-on-3. It's the same exact thing that happened in the last game. I mean, this is exactly except they're missing one player.
Now the referee checked him out. Looks like it was just rub. So player for the Dragons, improving his position up to the 40-yard line wedge. Still 5 alive for Drexel, and now 3 minutes to go here in this first half.
You know, look for UCF to move those Doritos as soon as they can. But it looks like they're getting contained pretty well over there, Matt.
Yeah, they are containing nicely. That's what Drexel's been doing. It's been really hard to push forward into Drexel's guns. They're doing an outstanding job of lane control, the communications there. Their survivability has been very high. They don't really lose too many bodies for no reason.
Right, come up to 2:30, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in this half. Oh, they lose another one on the far side, Matty. Here's UCF. So Drexel up by 3 bodies now.
And Drexel is just on cruise control with the high body, massive high body situation. 5-on-2.
Oh, he gets clipped on the outside though.
Did he really just get?
Yep,
that's a
he
bad
did.
Death. No reason for him to get clipped in that situation. He's only looking at 2 guns, and that's a coast-to-coast shot.
Yep, that was
a
a
back bunker here on the snake side.
He must have been shooting that lane, just waiting for him. Oh, and he gets shot in the corner, Matt.
Yeah, Maurer trying to fill in here, and he stays alive, but they lose another body on that D side. So just we were talking about how good the survivability has been for the Drexel Dragons. They squandered 2 bodies for no reason. Guys getting shot in 5-on-2, and both those kills came from this back bunker here on the snake side. Guys, shots are dialed in. He needs to go play the lottery after this.
Absolutely.
Those are the farthest shots on the field, and
yeah, I mean he knows his shot.
Yeah.
He definitely knows his shots.
So Kevin Leong has had enough of this, and he's going to get into the snake. Still a 3-on-2 situation. But the time ticking off, Chris, minute 20 left.
Yeah, they're both looking this way, so he's going to make that corner. So look for Drexel just to chill out. Oh, I think he's just chilling. These guys are not going anywhere.
Well, it's not worst case scenario for Drexel to have this end in a stalemate here.
No, not at all.
But it's just a frustrating look if it's a 5-on-2 and you end up getting a stalemate and there was a minute or 2 minutes left.
Yep. Well,
you should be able to win a 5-on-2 in 2 minutes.
We've seen it time and time again. You know, this weekend, it's just been a lot of 2-on-4s, 1-on-3s, 1-on-4s. I mean, just craziness.
So now no one shot their gun here in a couple seconds. And we're at the 30-second mark, and here comes the inside run as Bedford's going to try to come through. And no penalty assessed.
I'm not sure why you do that.
You did get Leon by Marin there.
I'm not sure why you do that.
The move coming on the D side, trying to close it out with 15 seconds to go.
Now they're getting another point.
And then Ryan's going to have enough time to get that flag in. Just enough time. Wow.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that. I would have stalemated that point if I was UCF.
Yeah, that was a nail biter here for Drexel though, as they barely had enough time to hang it, and Bedford making the big move. Maybe he did not know where those 2 players were, or he was hoping to get both of them. But they're going to burn off that 5 seconds, and we should be heading into overtime.
Yep, we're going to overtime.
So we'll take a quick break and be back with
second half. Sorry.
Yeah, second half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the second half here. Drexel Dragons up by 2 over UCF. Stick with us here, 2019 NCPA Championships. We'll be back.
1 minute.
Welcome back. We are about to get into the second half of the last game, the final match to decide who is going to be the 2019 NCPA Paintball College Champions. Right now, Chris, it's a 2-point lead for the Drexel University Dragons, but a full 10 minutes for the University of Central Florida to come back.
Yeah, you know, I can see them doing that. They have it in them. But Drexel's playing really good paintball right now. They're playing slow controlled, shooting their lanes, and they're really not allowing Central Florida to do what they want to do. Same thing that happened last game with Drexel and Temple.
Drexel is definitely controlling the pace of the action. A couple also early deaths for Central Florida has really kind of made them fight back and down numbers, but you know, Drexel almost threw it away there at the end in that last point with a couple deaths for no reason in a real high body situation. But 10 seconds to go here, see if Drexel can maintain this lead and become champions here in 2019.
Here we go.
And on the breakout, Kevin Leong for Drexel is going to dig out wide, and real heavy guns here for UCF. They keep 4 bodies in the backfield essentially.
Same breakout.
And then secondary up into that 40 wedge. And they do lose a body, so even though they went heavy guns, they did not shoot any players for Drexel, and they lost a body. Ryan's going to get up into the center here and go to the brick for the Dragons. Another body comes off. It's not looking good for Central Florida in this point here, Chris.
No, unfortunate. That's
another body as they know the count too. It said kill 3. They know there's only 2 players left alive. Here comes Kevin Leong.
They need to blow the horn in this one.
Speedy Kevin Leong getting into the snake, dives into snake 2. And there's a body, or player, both actually players that are left alive here for Central Florida are looking towards the snake side.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd consider wasting much time with this point, Matt. If I was UCF, I just don't think that. Well, it is too. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen.
We have seen a lot of crazy things happen on this field, which I hope will be a little bit of a sign of what we're going to see in Texas in a couple weeks. Right now, Kevin Leong chilling out at D2, or Snake 2. Really no hurry to go forward with this big body advantage. And this is where I don't want to see Drexel squander unnecessary deaths. No reason to just try to force and run through lanes. There's only 2 bodies, and everyone's looking here towards Kevin. The D-side 1 player needs to get up the field right now, but be very careful about doing so, as these players will eventually start going back and forth from UCF. As now the player in the back corner bunker on the D side did rip a stream here. Kevin Leong gonna just force his way. It is over. Yeah, Kevin Leong does run to his death, but the point is gonna be conceded. Bothwell got shot as well too. That might have been a little bit of a preemptive towel throw because UCF shot both Bothwell and Leong, who just kind of ran right into those guns. And
Did they live?
that's kind of, they did. They're still alive in there. But this is what I see from Drexel. Like, look, you guys have a lot of time to work with. There's no one in front of you. All Kevin Leong has to do is just hit the deck, crawl all the way down. He has Bothwell right behind him. He doesn't have to get up, run out into the open with no bunkers. I mean, this is the snake. You don't have a lot to hide behind here. And he just runs chest up and he gets blasted. And then Bothwell follows him through. They see the blood in the water and they just want to go and rip those lanes. And that's just not the way you finish points out if you want to seal up the win. But they scared Central Florida into conceding the point. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because both those guys are still alive. So they've been, what, 2-on-1?
If I was those 2 players left alive, I would have gone back in there and been like, hey, just because they're running down the field doesn't mean I'm dead yet. Yeah. So
give me a chance.
Give me a couple more seconds to see if I can shoot that guy.
Or they get a penalty. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
So, because the way they came down the field, you know, they were both still shooting. You know, if he's not out, that might be a major or a minor, and then the game's a total different situation. Now it's 3-0.
Absolutely.
So, what? Hindsight, 2020, 8:09. That was a 2-minute point. Okay, 151.
Yeah, I mean, Drexel's making it happen. They're doing a real good job of just shooting those bodies on the break. I mean, they took some ground outside. It's not like they hid in the back center. Central Florida went real heavy guns up. They had 4 guns off the break shooting, and then before delaying up to the center, but not able to produce any kills out of that. Just would like to see Drexel, I mean, they have a 3-point lead. There's 8 minutes left, but got to tighten it up a little bit because that could have gone the opposite way here if UCF didn't concede that point.
We're starting with 4, Matt. Drexel's starting with 4 players, Matthew.
So Drexel is starting with 4 bodies.
They couldn't get on the field with a working gun, Matt.
Really?
Yes. And they lose one on the breaks.
And they're going to lose Leong. So
this is going to be...
They're definitely helping Central Florida out, get back into this match potentially. And now they're going to air bunker the center and throw his body away. Drexel is starting to make some pretty decent sized mistakes here, Chris.
Wow, this is going to put a fire under UCF's tail wipe. Here it comes. Here comes the pain, Matt.
But Martino gets shot out and doesn't kill anybody from that spot, and they have a player way up on that side of the field. As the Central Florida, the Knights are trying to put a quick point on the board, and they're screaming flag, and that was a real good point here for Bedford. And the rest of the boys from the Knights.
They put it on them.
Well, making it a game. This is what we were hoping we'd see. We really thought this was going to be a blow-for-blow battle.
Well, not getting on the field with a working gun, when you have, like, how many players do they have on their team?
10.
They have 10 players in their team. There should be 10 guns sitting outside right there. Or not outside because I'd shoot them all.
Yeah,
but
5.
But 5 at least.
You should have 5 other
working
guns ready to
Always
go.
have one guy. Remember how we used to...
Or call a timeout.
Yeah, well, the problem is when it happened, it was under 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, you can't call time in under 10 seconds.
Because they were trying, they were like, nope. So...
Well, the mistakes are starting to cost Drexel, so they were not able to get a working gun to get the body out. Are you sure it was a gun issue or was it a penalty?
I was staring right at it. No, but here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Now they got a minor penalty. The next point they're starting with 4 again because he did I guess it's bird. I wouldn't call it a bird. I guess.
Oh no! Yeah, I saw
so
him.
You saw that?
Yeah, he flipped him off.
He flipped him off. I didn't really know how to put it on air.
Yeah.
But that's what he did to the UCF player. So UCF drew another penalty. So now they're 4 in the box. Another mental mistake.
Yeah, Drexel, the game's not over yet, man. There's still a lot of time left, and you know this kind of started with with Leong, and I can't see the other player was. I can't remember, coming down here pushing just into those guns. Now they got that one because UCF conceded the point. That was still a little bit of a mistake. They did not need to try to close out the point that way. If you're gonna do that, jump over, run to the inside, and run the inside route to commit.
Yes.
If you want to commit, run that lane, because then you're gonna wait until right at the moment where you get to that bunker. That would be the proper route to run. You don't want to just run out. Now, then they go in, can't get a gun working. They start with 4. And then lose their composure a little bit, maybe caught a couple extra bonus balls, but flipped off his opponents. The ref saw it. They called a minor of unsportsmanlike, I believe, which I'm not a big fan of those types of penalties, but regardless, now Drexel has to start with 4, and this is only a 2-point game. Timeout looked like being called?
Yeah, I believe they're going to call a timeout. I don't see any Drexel players coming on the field. And there's that timeout we were talking about. Gives a little more chance to talk about that point. So, yeah, just mental mistakes, Matty. I mean, they came out, he was getting blasted, so it's a little frustrating to get just blown to pieces when you're walking off the field. So I do understand that. I mean, I didn't really care because it happened to me all the time. But, you know, I do understand the frustration. But the one player that didn't make it on the field was their heavy gunner in the back center that usually shoots a person every single game, Matt.
Yeah, no, it's just tough to watch Drexel make these mistakes as they have done and they've done so many good things out there, worked so hard to get to this position, take this lead, and absolutely dominating on Central Florida, and all of a sudden these little mistakes have cost them, and we'll see how this turns out. But 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go.
Lots of game left.
Lots of game left. They're still up by 2, so they could very much just get locked in the pocket, stay focused. And then when I say locked in the pocket, I mean mentally locked in the pocket, not actually hide in the pocket of the field. That would be a mistake, considering that Leong's doing an outstanding job of making it out wide alive all tournament long. That guy's been just running out to this back corner bunker, and it's been real hard for opponents to shoot Leong heading out to this snake side. He's going to attempt it again. I mean, it's been easy for him to get out there for the most part, and he makes it clean. But Central Florida able to get a body in as well, too, and that's Nicholas Martino here in the snake. And he might have just got a shot on Ryan in the center.
He did get that shot, Matt, but they also lose a player behind him.
Yeah, so it looks like Bothwell is coming off here. Bedford coming off.
So 4 on 3, because they do have the person in the box. But they got to get him in a position, Matt, to shoot that box.
That would be ideal if you're the Knights, but Drexel going to be getting this player out. We'll see which route he chooses. That tower is is there a player in the tower?
There is not.
Okay, so the tower is open.
So Drexel has nobody in the tower. UCF has somebody in the snake.
Chris, this snake player needs to be careful because they're yelling at him to shoot the box. Now, the back center is peppering his bunker, so he needs to be careful not to come up into that lane and die trying to shoot the box.
Yeah, he's going to come right up in the paint. So now there's somebody at the tower, Matt. That was a good spot for him to go to. By losing the player behind him, that kind of hurt a little bit, Matt. Uh-oh. That's never good when somebody runs at you that fast.
No, it's not.
So here we go. Must-win point. Time grinding down for UCF.
Yeah, the time is grinding down here, which is going to help Drexel out. 5 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. Got the body out of the box. He's at the temple now.
He's going to go to their side of the field.
He's looking for it. The Knights trying to get past the 50-yard line here in the center. He's trying to check off on that lane. It comes through. There's no one on the snake side to look at him there.
Oh, no.
He's going to rip a lane here towards Kevin Leong. The referee is going to run in and check out these players for Drexel who are just they're stuck in these back spots. They're trying to play as tight as they possibly can. The move needs to now be pushed up on the move needs to happen for the Knights on that D side. And there goes Kevin Leong. He gets pinched out of that back bunker here on the snake side for the Dragons. UCF trying to pull within one. Drexel on their heels, trying to stay as tight as possible in those back positions. And here comes the attack up the center. He's going to get one, he's going to get two before he gets blasted by the tower, but then the tower gets shot, and
that was a move and a half right there, Matt.
Yeah, number 22, Cheatham, Casey Cheatham, one of the veterans on this squad.
Going to work.
With the big move and the two-pack up the center. Martino stayed alive, getting tons of pressure put on him from that back center and the tower then once he came out of the box, but Martino stayed alive. And just a great solid point and some nice attacking and aggressive ability from University of Central Florida Knights to pull within one. 4:20-ish left to go, 4:23 still here on the clock in the second half. What a great game here now, Chris. And it's good to see the Knights answer the call a little bit.
Well, that's one thing you don't want to do. I said that last game. You do not want to give these guys a second breath of air. You want to just keep on putting it on them, keeping them down. But man, that last point when they didn't get 4 on the field or 5 on the field, they won that point convincingly. Then they came back out. They're like, we can do this. Go back to the drawing board, come back out, and just smash it like that.
Well, Central Florida now definitely has the momentum, and they've been looking real crisp, making those moves up the field, but the situation is still the same. Drexel does have a lead. Yes, it is a 1-point lead, but the way that these long points are going, if Drexel can come out and tighten things up across the board, they're going to be back at full strength, so it's going to be 5-on-5. But if they can come out and play like they did the first couple points here, that tight, controlled, good gunfighting, Drexel that we saw all tournament long, saw them go undefeated in the prelims, and if they can do that, then and win the next point, take that 2-point lead back, maybe burn off another 2.5 minutes, that could seal up this championship for them.
Absolutely, and I definitely think they have it in them as well. If they could just go back to what they were doing in the beginning, just relax, take a breath of fresh air, and just control the field like they have been, this could be a 5-minute point, the game could be over.
And we've seen lots of 5-minute points out here.
Yeah, but that last 60 seconds has been death for many, many teams.
And it comes down to the break. Quick points come from deaths off the break, typically when one team takes a big advantage over the other, or penalties. Penalties will help speed things along too. 20 seconds to go before the start of this next one. Central Florida, if you're just joining us, on the left-hand side, and the Drexel Dragons on the right-hand side.
Here we go, 5 seconds.
Tense moments in a 1-point match. Kevin Leong for the Dragons is going to try to get out wide here on the snake side, and he makes it clean. Also, it looks like the Knights are going to lose a body from that center, but they get out wide on the snake side too. So
they're at that tower on the far side of the field, the Dorito that nobody ever goes to.
Yeah, not a lot of people have been going to that tower off the break, but the Knights roll the dice here and make it clean, but they do lose that first body, so it is a 4-on-5 situation in favor of the Drexel Dragons.
Yeah, and Drexel almost doing that same breakout they have been. Look for them to fill out to that Dorito, the Dorito-sized Aztec pretty soon here. They're looking to make that move. Now that tower has a pretty good shot down the snake, or down the Dorito side. Taking the Dorito side corner too, Matt, is UCF.
Yeah, spreading the field out here to give, just increase those angles. That's going to help out his tempo player a little bit. That's one more body on that side that they can focus and shoot at for Drexel. 3:27 now on the clock, ticking off. Drexel trying to maintain this 1-point lead. They do have a one-body advantage.
Yeah, Drexel holding down the lanes. There's that move I was talking about outside Aztec. He'll make the next move out to that D1, but that D1 bump is going to be tough with that guy in the tower, Matt. That's all he's looking at, too.
He's trying, he's been focusing on holding down that D-side lane. Drexel starting to filter bodies that way as the player from the back center gets out to the cake. And then they also have that Aztec, too.
Dude, Leon's a liver, man. He likes living.
His survivability has been real good.
I agree. He's very patient. He doesn't get all scattered most of the time. I've seen him scattered a couple times.
Well, he's got clipped a couple times on some closeout points, but other than that, he's had an outstanding showing for Drexel. Now, Central Florida diving into the lay-down wedge in the center of the field. Still 4 bodies alive for them. Just lost that one off the break.
So mirrored up, and now moves into D2 on that far side of the field. UCF moving up the field, Matt.
Yeah, UCF knows that they need a point, and we are at the 2-minute and 10-second mark. They have the 2 attackers on the D side, still at the temple over there.
We said this could be a 5-minute point, Matt.
Yeah, that player's gun might be down.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting back up and establishing a lane.
Looks like he's getting antsy. And I'm surprised that Drexel hasn't tried to get out to that Dorito yet. But now he got a shot, Matt. Look at that shot in the middle.
Yeah, the player for Drexel coming off from that 40-yard line wedge.
Another one comes out
Another one comes to back center, but UCF loses their body from the temple. So 3 players alive for them, and here comes the attack on the D side. They get to D4, and he's wrapping around looking to move up. Only looks like 3 bodies still left alive. So it's a 3-on-3 situation here in favor of neither team, but Drexel has the lead. 1:19 to go.
UCF is feeling it though, Matt.
Yeah, UCF, they know they need the point, and they are locking up here on the 40-yard line and at the 50-yard line, trying to find a way to come forward, but it looks like Bedford might have got caught. He stays alive. Kevin Leon comes out and establishes a lane here to put Bedford back into his spot as we crack the minute mark.
Got another shot on Drexel, Matt.
So now it's a 2-on-3 in favor of UCF. UCF trying to tie this one up here. 50 seconds to go. Can they get through these last 2 players to put the tying point on the board and force an overtime point? Only 40 seconds now. They're trying to find it, Chris. They're looking for a way to get through this cross. Leong shooting towards the D side. Player on the D side shooting snake side. Bedford's now past the 50. Did Bedford get the shot cross field on his elbow?
It looked like he did.
Bedford is picking up paintballs on the ground right now as they lose a player on that D side. So
20 seconds.
Not looking good here. Just 2 players alive left here on the attack. It's a 2-on-2. I think Drexel might have sealed up this victory. We still have 10 seconds to find out, and we're going to see a reckless attack as Bedford's going to run down and stomp on Kevin Leong. But then the last player left alive for Central Florida trying to attack in the center and not able to do it. So Drexel University Dragons are going to take the victory here in a hard-fought, close 1-point match that was decided at the very end, Chris.
Man, that was an amazing point right there. My heart was racing.
That was a real good finish.
That's the way it should have been. That was a finals game. So good job by Drexel and UCF, both playing amazing.
That was definitely a good old-fashioned brawl here in the finals. It was a low-scoring game. But, man, I was really impressed that UCF was willing to push at the end. They were trying to find those lanes, but I was more impressed by Drexel's ability to bend and not break. And, yes, Kevin Leong did get bunkered out by Bedford, but the last player left alive in the center was able to get the shot in on the last attacker, Boski. Boski could not crack it open. He was the last hope here for the University of Central Florida Knights. So they take the loss, and they take 2nd place here in this final match. Big congratulations here, 2019 NCPA championships. Our college paintball champions this year is going to be the Drexel University Dragons. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here to the webcast this weekend. Also mark your calendars for May 3rd through the 5th as the 2nd NXL event of the year going down here in Texas on GoSports.com. I'm Matty Marshall here with Chris Lasoya, and on behalf of our entire broadcast crew, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Check, 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 check.
Okay, we're going to start out the awards over here for the National Collegiate Paintball Association. First up, hey Buckeyes! Buckeyes! First up, we got third place in the AA division. To the Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's get a round of applause. Congratulations, guys. You guys can line up right over here.
We're gonna party like we won.
Thank you. We only had 8 of them, or 6 of them, sorry. I should be good. You guys have people taking pictures? I'll get it too. There we go. One more. There we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Hey, next up, I want to congratulate the second place in the Class AA division, Akron Zips. Another one back to Ohio. Here, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Left of me here.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, we only have 6 trophies, plus the big one. Get the big one then. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Congratulations. Woo! For your first place in Class AA, Milwaukee Paintball. Congratulations, guys. You guys can line up just.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry, we only have 6 of them.
Thank you, sir. Give that to Garrett. I'll take that one.
Get the big one.
Thank you.
Just
Big baby.
Are you getting pictures?
No. I forgot you get pictures, right? I mean, they're kind of too close for me to get them like a good check.
I've been getting them on my phone, so.
All right, keep doing that then.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys. All right, let's move on to Class A. Let's get a round of applause for the third place, Class A, Temple University. Congratulations, guys. You guys can just line up right here. I think we got more trophies than we have players, so.
Do we need to move that way?
Can I lay down in
Oh, no, you can be over there. That's fine.
Can I just lay down in the front instead?
We've got more.
Keep going. Just keep on going.
Keep sending them. We got a big one, too.
Oh.
All right, let's get your picture, guys.
Guys, you'll get your. We're gonna take the picture.
Last time we're holding Frieza. Coming back next year for one. I know.
There we go. Congratulations, guys. Let's get it. Oh.
Front Street! Front Street! Front Street!
All right, let's hear it for the second place, Class A. Where are they at? Where'd they go? UCF. Oh, there we are. Congratulations to UCF in second place, Class A. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, guys. Alex? All right, let me squeeze out of here real quick. Squeeze in, guys.
So much worth it. 'Cause I got the
Squeeze in a little more.
Get 2 rows, 2 rows.
Suck it in. Like y'all love each other.
That roster's deep with 3 E's.
UCF! UCF! UCF!
Don't want it, guys. We do more pictures. Don't want it. We do more pictures.
And finally, let's hear it for Drexel, your Class A champions. This is your first championship, right?
2010
2010?
and 2001.
2000, oh, in a while.
It's been a while. We like 9-year gaps.
It's like the census. 2 rows. Oh, you got paint machines.
Mine's special.
Pass them down, yeah, sorry, these are kind
That's all good.
of dirty.
Hold the big one.
They got shot in the last match.
Billy, hold it up.
Billy, grab the.
Get the cup front and center.
Who needs one still?
Hey, front, if you're kneeling, front, you're kneeling. Billy, kneel. Man, shit, I almost went there.
Make sure that goes to BC first.
Yo, he didn't play last.
Congratulations, guys.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
It's enough of that.
You were supposed to be crossfire. You were supposed to be involved. You were not supposed to be involved. It was supposed to only be burger.
Hey, how do we get those? UCF will have them? Alright, I'll contact you. That was perfect. Yep. We were gonna do it before, but like, that worked out. Whenever he was stalling, because freaking Harris is over here like, Weston's like, Weston wasn't supposed to be involved. It was Huey and I. We're like, we gotta get. Did you guys see that picture? We got it crashed. No way. I gave him a little wink. Oh my God. That was all my idea. I knew about it. I didn't think I was got it. No. Yeah, I didn't know you were doing it right there. I was hoping for like the warning so I could switch the video. I was doing it as soon as they did it.
Thank you, shoulders. Guys, NCF, grab your stage over there and I'll get you the mic at you. Yep.
So, how does it feel to win this awesome trophy?
It feels great because you're gonna drink some more.
Oh shit. I want to get drunk.
So we really felt like we made everybody play our game this weekend. We went last year 0-3. We won more matches than we won points last year. So it was really big for us to come back and do this. It really shows a lot of testament to the team. We have a lot of young guys. We're only graduating one senior. This year really was our year. Our first point of the tournament was like a 7-minute long point. And I feel like that really was the, I don't know what to say. That was just our whole tournament. It was very slow, very methodical. We ran basically the same breakout every point. I think we made a small adjustment every single point. It was very much our game this entire tournament, and I'm so glad that I was able to take this young team and a bunch of new guys and take it this far.
Do you think we'll see a repeat in 2020?
We have a good chance.
Good chance? Who's your graduating senior?
Armand Martinez. Gustavo Armand Martinez is our only graduating senior.
You guys have new guys coming up in the program?
We have 5 new guys. A lot of them were a huge help this weekend. Actually, all of them were a huge help. I don't want to say a lot. All were a huge help. Everyone in the program, all the fans, everyone back home, all the alumni. Huge shout out to Zap, Michael Zapanis, Demas, some of you know him as, Brandon Clement for helping me get started here in the program, and just everyone out of the Northeast. Temple Paintball, Newbies Paintball, Savages Paintball, everybody. I would just love to give a huge shout out to everybody.
How did you guys perform in your regional tournaments?
So we won every regional tournament we participated in. We couldn't participate in the first one because of the way the school's program is set up and how fast the tournament was held, because the semester schools start earlier than we do. So we always start late, so it's a huge rush for us to get paperwork in and all that with club sports. But yeah, we've only lost 1 match this year, and it was to Temple.
Awesome. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I hate you so much.
You joked so